Previously on Peak D&D, we defeated the Shadow King. Inara lifted the library in which we were fighting the Shadow King out of the earth into the forest canopy, which was now draining the shadow, and life was coming back to the forest. On Dragonback, we bring Inara back to the camp, only to find that everyone had been brutally murdered. We connected that to the Shadow King's shadows and the way that we got rid of them. That was very heavy. So heavy, in fact, that Julius broke down and needed a moment. Then we all needed a long rest. Julius came back, cooked us a nice meal. We had a nice long rest by the fire, and divulged some information. Some things happened in group that we are all the better for.
And so, my dearest son, to safeguard our realm and the magic that belongs to all of Argelia, through martial or magical means, you must somehow take the life of the Elven Oracle. May the guidance of Votor illuminate your path. May you find the strength within to face the trials ahead. It is not with joy that I entrust you with this sacred duty for the greater good of our world.
I mean, she's done nothing but help us up to this point. I don't understand what this... I don't understand what you're saying.
This doesn't make a lot of sense. And, well, I didn't tell you guys this, but at the party, she leaned in and told me that I was in danger. So
she gave you the teleport thing for us.
Yeah, which then I kind of thought that was rigged by her, but then to see when we met up with her elven comrades, they were all rigged by a shadow monster. I don't know. You got some skills, bro?
Is Inara around right now?
No, she's not here.
Thank God.
That could have been awkward.
Yeah. I'm just going to see him over this part.
Look, I don't know about
Make sure you
skills.
kill the elven...
Wife. It says wife. I'm sorry, wife.
Oh, yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Doesn't it, though?
Well, in that context, I feel like, yeah.
But yeah, they want to, I don't know. This is saying that the elves just want to take all the magic for themselves. That doesn't make a terrible amount of sense.
That's not what the Oracle said. That's not what the elves said that we met here. They were welcoming us to help fight the Shadow King.
It certainly seemed that way. It does also say that he used an ancient cipher in the letter that he sent to Captain Janaway. You don't still have that, do you?
I think I do. I don't know about cipher. I think it's just a letter.
Requested most capable soldier, but also use an ancient cipher to clue her into my true purpose. So maybe that has something to do with it. Do you mind?
Yeah, I mean, it just says that I should come on the ship and be your bodyguard.
Should I read this out loud?
Yes, you would. Yes, if you would like to. This is the letter that was that you intercepted on its way to the captain. That was to, and you read it.
This was my ticket out of Dodge.
But we don't know that you intercepted and stole this letter.
No, we do not.
Cool.
No, that is still
Yes.
unbeknownst to our characters.
Yeah, he was sent with this letter. So presumably, he is the bearer of the letter and was the chosen person from.
So I will echo again. What kind of skills you got, bro?
Well, I don't know about skills, but... And then I kind of reach under my shirt and I pull this necklace out, and you see this amber-colored... It looks like a jewel, and inside is this purple shard. And I was like, this necklace woke me up to tell me that you were gone. This necklace was talking to me to find the Oracle when we arrived on the beach. I don't know anything about this. Does this make any sense to you? Do you recognize this? And I'm like holding this necklace out. Like, is there anything to this?
Do I? Is there maybe...
Make an Arcana check. Roll an Arcana check.
I mean, yeah, I can take a look at it. If it's magical.
I mean, I think it's
certainly
been
seems
helping
that way.
us, at least recently.
Wow. Okay. Strong start. That's a 24 Arcana.
24.
Roll a 19.
It is a certainly a magical stone of some kind. It is quite tiny. It looks like it's almost a shard of crystal. Even with a 24, you're not 100% sure what this would be, but it is certainly magical, and it probably had, with enough study and like, you know, magical focus, that could become a very powerful piece of arcane items.
Well, it certainly is magical.
We've had people look at it before. It was just a pretty purple rock.
There's something else going on with that. I'm not exactly sure, but
Well, it has been talking to me since we got on this island.
curious.
Yeah, you definitely you're familiar with. You've had this for years, right?
Yeah.
And it just catches the light differently here. Like, it's, you know, here as soon as you stepped foot and woke up on this elven land, it was just sort of, it has almost like an inner light that just wasn't there before. It was beautiful. It's always been beautiful, and even set into the amber, you know, background, like it's striking from a distance. But right now, it's like it's multifaceted in a way that you have not seen before. Like, almost like it's more precisely cut, more intricately cut than even your, you know, parents were able to do. Did you cut it yourself? Did you do it, or did you set it?
No,
in?
the
she
shard
helped,
was
right?
the shard. I set it in the amber with the help of the
Right,
blacksmith,
right.
but the shard was the same size.
It was uncut, or however you found it.
Yeah,
Uncut jams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So, Robbie or Oren has shared this letter with Robbie.
Yes.
If you would care to read aloud, you may.
Might as well. As we're reading. We're
Mail
reading-
time.
Yeah.
Mail time.
Mail call.
Mail call group.
Captain Janaway, it has been far too long since we voyaged together. I imagine most of the Estonian pirates would still pay a fair price for your head, or mine if I'm being honest. Though in those days I was certainly anything but that. Perhaps in my aging I have become softer than you might remember me. I have also become a father, so I'm surely softer still. My son is to be granted passage to the Elven lands, as their ambassadors have re-established contact with the Empire after all these years. I'm sure news of the elves' return has reached even little hamlets such as yours in the past weeks. As he makes this fateful journey, and a son of the House of Otmar ventures to the furthest shores, I cannot help but worry for his safety on this voyage. I am calling in the favor you owe me. I need you to send your finest soldier,
That's me.
one who would have done well on our crew from past voyages, someone to help keep my son safe and see his way in an unknown frontier. They should be kind, intelligent, loyal, and above all, limitless. Limitless?
Limited?
I know I can
Limited
trust you
to-
with the choice of person. Anyone you give this letter to has my full trust and the position in your good standing. Yours in the unknown is how it's signed. Does any of this ring a bell to me? That he was a voyager, like at sea at some point.
Your dad has amassed a bit of fortune for himself and your family. You guys are very well off. And you knew he was kind of a cavalier, like, you know, kind of a cool dude. And he has ventured far and wide. He knows just about everybody. You're not familiar with Captain Janaway, but you know he was a.
But then I know he was like a sailor, like a naval officer or something?
Like he was. Yeah, he was like, he got his start as a you know, mercantile, like a merchant vessel. That's sort of how he started a trading company and started and eventually amassed a fleet of ships at some point, and then he sort of hung that up at some point for the more diplomatic, political life.
Politics.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what that was supposed to be. Limitless?
Mhm.
Okay. There's an
It's
extra
spelled like that, though.
limitless. Oh, yeah, it is. It is spelled like that, and I don't know why.
For some reason, there's an E in the middle of it. It's like limitless.
No, there's another L.
Yeah. Limitless.
Limit.
It's spelled
Limitless.
not the way you would expect it to be spelled.
Limitless.
Yes. Yes. It is. It seems like
There's a lot of L's.
just a little
going on.
typo. He was writing in a hurry, I guess. I don't know.
No, there's a cipher. I know this.
Perhaps, yes. You don't know.
I just don't know what it is.
Yep. And it's at about this time that Inara comes in to check on you all and see where you guys, if you're enjoying your meal. I take it.
Just looking down at my porridge.
It's real good. Are you
It is
sure?
real
Do you want
good.
some?
You did a really good job.
Thank you.
I'm just like gonna slowly like just put these and like just just nonchalantly just kind of gather up and put them in my stuff.
All right. She says, "No, thank you. I've eaten. I appreciate it, Julius. Maybe we can carry some on the road for our journey. We depart in an hour. We should head out if everyone is feeling rested and up for it."
Am I feeling rested and up for it?
Yes, you all have gotten a.
And how does this work again?
We're
just gonna-
rest. We're going to insert long rest rules. All right. So Inara shows up and she has her longbow and her quiver, and she has an elven blade. She's ready for the road. Looks like you guys. We'll say you guys had plenty of time to pack up and sort of.
We
get
didn't
your
have
stuff
much,
ready.
man.
You don't have much, I guess. Yeah.
Do you have clothes? Do we need to get you like new clothes?
Some shoes, maybe.
I could definitely use. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find some boots.
Yeah. There's plenty of.
Wait, did we search the bodies before we put flowers on them?
We did not.
Just kidding.
Too soon. Yeah, no, you're able to find. They have supplies and things.
Clothes.
Here extra clothes
Cool.
or cloaks or whatever you want to get.
So I'm just gonna take an extra. I'm gonna have a backup pair of boots and clothes just in case this happens again.
Just in case you soil yourself once again. Yes.
Yeah. Take
Just
as
in
many
case
as
you
want,
decide
man.
to go on one of your late night walks.
Yeah, I don't know.
For sure.
I'm still not sure what happened. But I would like to try to use my mind powers to try to talk to his magic amulet. I don't expect it to work,
Ooh.
but
Message?
Okay. What are you using to
just like
Just
magic mind.
psionic?
Yeah, just psionic.
telepathy, right? That's
Yeah,
it.
telepathy. Yeah. Just try to speak with it and just like, hello? Can you hear me?
This is all in your mind. Yes.
Yeah.
Telepathy. Yeah.
No, it does. You don't really. You can tell it's like magical, but there's not really a
Okay, yeah.
consciousness there per
Cool.
se at this moment.
Great.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello.
That's all. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
I'll try to cast message on it.
Message in a necklace.
Or is it
You.
Error
It's sort of
404.
sort of like 404 not found. It doesn't quite.
Yeah, just like I tried to message the dead body.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, there's not really a consciousness that you can perceive.
All right. Enough for now. I'm just kind of buttoning it back up.
Spell duel.
Will make me an awareness check.
Oh gosh.
17 plus
Solid.
5, 23.
Nice. You saw Inara glance at your necklace as you were putting it sort of back inside your breastplate or whatever. Yeah.
Well, ready to go. Are we ready to go? I'm looking at you for kind of like a
Yeah.
cue if we're going.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys are heading out.
2
and
letters are in
You
my
are
personal-
traveling.
Are we walking?
Yes, there
Okay.
are no horses. here.
I'm not a dragon anymore.
As we're leaving this village, I want to walk over to Eloin's.
Well, they're all like it's kind of a mass grave, if you will, right?
There's like 4 bodies, like mounds in the little.
They were
temple.
separated.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
like laid out.
And I'd like to walk over to Eloin's
Burial.
burial.
Grave. Yeah, burial.
And I'm going to take out from my pocket this little trinket that I've been working on, and it's just these like 5 pebbles with like woven wire to make like a 5-leafed clover. It was something that I was planning to give to Ravi. I'd just been kind of working on it before going to bed, but like in light of recent events and like I thought that like luck was on our side and it was just supposed to be this fun, thing. And I thought we were powerful and all the things that were happening. But it just doesn't feel right now for that. And so instead, a lot of people come in to buy religious trinkets from my parents' apothecary, but, and they believe that they have some power in them. But I never really believe that they do. And sometimes when I'm making these little trinkets for my friends, I want to believe that they have some power. But after what I just saw here, I just feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel appropriate. And I want to lay this like 5-leaf clover down, like of pebbles and like woven wire down to like on the mound, as just like a gesture, like leaving this behind.
Okay. You lay it on the bed of purple flowers that are now growing on top of these burial mounds, and you head out on the thin but navigable forest trail that sort of heads generally. You're heading north. For those of you who can figure that out, and so you guys are departing, and Inara is a bit still kind of somber, not really as talkative as she was before. She's sort of decided to take the lead and is forging ahead, and you guys are sort of following her. She's very light on her feet, obviously, as an elf, and so she's just sort of making better time for you. You can see she definitely is going ahead and stopping every now and then to make sure you guys are catching up, and not necessarily cold, but with purpose. She is dead set on getting out of this forest and back to her people, and it's after the events of sort of putting 4 of her guardians to rest. She's definitely shook a little bit seeing the Shadow King. And
with the Shadow King dispatched from here, does the forest feel like safe and light and good? Is it still like creepy? And
it is still very large. Like there's still these huge trees that exist here. So the foliage, more light filters through than your first journey through the wood. It's not unpleasant, but it is definitely a wild place. It is overgrown. It is, there's more life than you remember seeing, like birds. You hear birds every now and then. You see small animals scurrying around.
Okay.
There was like a claustrophobic quietness at the beginning.
Yeah.
Is it still that way?
There's not nearly as much. Yeah. It's actually rather pleasant. It's just this is a true wilderness of a forest that has not nothing like, what you might find in a European forest where the trees are all lined up and beautiful. And, this is a place of
the wild,
old growth,
overgrown. Yeah. Old growth for sure. So she you guys are continuing down, and you have about half of a day before you will probably need to stop and make camp. And she says she does tell you sort of generally where you're going. She says, we have to get to Gold Point. I have to confer with my counselors. I have to see if we can still, if anyone survived the attack, if the ships arrive on time, or if we she's just sort of listing off all the things that she has to do, as oftentimes like a head of state has to. Like she's definitely preoccupied.
More to herself, I assume, than to like us, or is she telling
out
us?
loud?
She's sort of, it's more as like an encouragement to like, okay, we can't dawdle.
Gotcha.
We have to keep We have to keep moving.
Sorry, I'll try not to wander off tonight.
She's like, yes, I didn't hear much about that except when you were, crying and yelling a lot of things. But your friends told me a little bit about you disappearing that night. That was...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not used
Quite
to having
interesting.
dreams, but I had a really vivid dream that I was tearing apart some spiders and I could like taste and smell them real good. And then, the moon door. It's like the dream told me where to go. It was weird.
It's interesting. Well, you are in the land of Inara, and Inara does inject life and luck into everything that she touches. So perhaps
Yeah.
maybe she found a way into even that heart that is surrounded by your other beliefs.
Mm.
And she sort of turns and starts walking ahead again. Again, she's not like being mean. Like she's not being cold or anything. She's just being very matter of fact and very kind of
Yeah.
like sullen, which is not really not that you've spent that much time with her, but definitely not what she is all about. From what you can gather, she's like shaken. What she has seen has rattled her in a way, and that's about all you can gather as you make your way through the woods. You guys do struggle to sort of keep up. So let's go ahead and make some either survival or you can make an agility check to sort of keep up, just to see how we're all doing, if we're like winded or otherwise. So everybody go ahead and make me a acrobatics, sort of jump
Swinging from the vines.
Huzzah!
yeah, or you can do survival. I'll even allow athletics, your choice.
That'll be a 16 for survival for me.
16.
15
Excellent.
with the athletics.
Nice.
It's all calisthenic work.
I got a 7 on my survival.
Sweet. Julius, you are just these new boots don't quite fit right.
No, man.
They're
my
just
feet
like-
hurt.
They're definitely made for like slender elf foot.
little elf feet.
Yeah. So and they're just not
I need
not
a
what
wide-
you're used
I need a
to.
wide toe box, man.
Yeah, I got a wide foot, man. It's crazy. So you're definitely kind of slowing everybody up, and we're stopping to rest and all that kind of stuff. All right. So, you guys continue on. You do stop for the evening, and you are setting up a small bivouac tent that was available to the former inhabitants of the outpost. So how are you guys sleeping? Do you want to do a watch? Do you want to... Inara says she doesn't need to sleep long or anything like that, but at the end of the first day, you have your choice.
I can stay awake for a little bit with Inara.
Okay. Great.
I don't know. I think it would benefit us just for traveling purposes in general to have a long rest. Wait, where do we get our magic points back?
The long rest. The end of the
Yeah,
long
tonight
rest.
you'll have them when you wake up.
What's the
in morning.
full, not the full rest?
Yeah, no, just
Long rest?
I mean, you both need it for your
it's true.
abilities. I
It's
can
true.
stay up with Inara for a bit.
But hey, if I wander off, just follow me.
Yeah, I'll keep a close eye.
Cool, thanks.
Cool. Great. So yeah, you guys are, so you're staying, Inara will, take the first watch so you guys can get a full sleep, and then she'll need someone to stay up.
Yeah, we
to,
can definitely rotate.
to
but-
take up for her.
Can I ask Inara a few questions while we're
Yes, you
awake?
can. Yes.
I'm just curious about the coronation. Like, how did she always know that she was going to be the Oracle? Does she get new powers when she's coronated? Is she as powerful? Is she? Are you a god? Like, I'm very curious, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask these questions.
I appreciate your interest in me. I cannot, that was like 18 questions. Hold on. Let me unpack all that.
Are you a god?
I am not. I am of a line of oracles. My people believe that the spirit of Inara is reincarnated into one of our kind. When the former oracle passes away, her spirit is reincarnated into one who already lives.
Did you feel that spirit?
I felt the death of the oracle, yes.
Did you always know that you'd become the new oracle? Is that the moment you knew?
I was a scout. I was a ranger, just like my friends back at the outpost. I wasn't posted
Do you
here,
have
but
powers?
I am learning about my powers. I am. There are certain things the oracle is said to be able to do. I have not been able to do them. This is all still very new to me. Just a year or two ago did the oracle pass away, and now I am out here in the wilderness with 3 outsiders and strangers, and my people need a leader. My people need to know that I am alive, and that that we have a path forward. And she sort of stops and thinks a little bit. You can tell she's like thinking about and you suddenly realize how much weight is on this frail woman's, slender but very capable shoulders. But she's this is an entire race of people that you just a week ago had really no clue existed. But
And that she's like all of a sudden responsible for.
yeah, and she didn't know that was going to happen to her.
Mhm.
So she's definitely like, you can kind of see she looks a little bit, just a little as tired as an eternal being can look, or as close to an eternal being as you've ever seen.
Do you believe in fate?
Oh, absolutely. Inara, the namesake, the goddess of our lands, is a goddess of fate and luck, and
Luck is more spontaneous, though.
it is a subset of the idea of fate that I believe that even is one of the tenets of your church, and one of the 5 pillars is fate, right? Yes, yeah, it is.
Honestly, I couldn't pay attention very much in Sunday school.
Well, from what I've
I would
heard, it
drift
wouldn't-
off.
From what I've heard, it's not. It seems a bit rigid in its interpretation of the world. So I don't know that I blame you for that.
I've certainly seen some things recently that challenge a lot of the norms.
Certainly.
I'll just like be messing with some
Yeah.
wire and pebbles and stuff and
May I ask you a question?
shoot.
The necklace that you carry,
Mm-hmm. It's just something my mom gave me.
your mother, she
Yeah.
is a human as well. She is.
Yeah. Yes. We all. Yeah. In Vortor. Well, no, we aren't all.
Yeah,
My
there's
family.
everyone except
Yeah.
elves.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so she's.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. And she has this been in your family for some time, or
No, it was just something a trader gave us. It's stupid. It's just a small piece of rock, but it makes me think of adventure and stuff. I don't know.
interesting. It is interesting in which the way people are called to adventure. And here you are, miles and miles, a full continent away from your home.
Yeah, it's a little keepsake.
Yeah. And I do hope you got to say goodbye to your loved ones before you left.
Yep.
She sort of gives you a kind of a knowing smile.
Oh.
Is your necklace like? Do you keep it out?
No,
on-
it's in. It's in right now.
okay,
Yeah,
she's
and
like-
I want to downplay it,
yeah,
the importance or
interesting.
anything.
Yeah, no, she's sort of giving you that space to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should probably. Hey, Ravi.
Great. Yeah.
Ravi,
And
wanna-
then roll me an awareness check, please.
19.
19. As you're sort of, passing out to, like, you're packing up your things to go wake Ravi was going to take over the next.
I was looking at both of them,
Sure.
and
Sure.
Julius
Okay.
has been through. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. You are suddenly aware that there is something off in the woods that you can't. You see a glint of maybe an eye or something out in the woods as you're sort of bidding goodnight to Anara after you finish up your conversation. Yeah, you think you see something.
like something dangerous, like something.
Something possibly, yeah. It looks like you are not alone in the woods.
Hey, I don't know what I'm.
It's just there's something there.
I'm trying to just like, hey,
Yes.
guys, hey.
And it is at that moment that you see on the edge of the forest. You are in a very verdant part of the forest. There's sort of like a darker area off to this section, and you see two glowing eyes, red eyes, sort of reflected in the firelight, in the torchlight, and suddenly a wolf comes out of the woods. So we are going to have to prepare for some combat. Here, you see several wolves coming out of this shadowy area in the woods. So we will change this up.
Get Julius up. Tell him to sit.
I mean, I'm just gonna yell, guys, and I'm gonna get my sword out, and I'm gonna walk towards.
All right.
Forcefully walk towards.
So we'll need initiative checks for those of us who are awake. So Anara
like
will get
yours.
one. You guys are asleep, right?
Yes.
So how does that work?
I mean, if they're
Oh, isn't it like an
Not well.
awareness? Was it an awareness that we hear him? Like it's an awareness check if we hear you telling us to get up?
at first it's more of a whispered, but then if they're coming
Yes.
out of the woods and I'm seeing multiples, then it's a guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely more than one.
Yeah.
As you see. So make me, I guess, because you're drawing your sword, like roll an attack check for your initiative check.
Nice.
Here.
Oh, cool.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Fantastic. That beats the initiative. You guys are going to go first. Let's roll some initiative.
Do we sleeping folks roll or
Go ahead and roll initiative, and you will start with the
Is initiative or straight?
uh,
I can't remember.
surprise
roll.
condition
I think so.
for this round.
okay?
Which means
You can't spend action points and are exposed. For
Means
this
we don't get to do
round.
anything this round.
cool.
Yeah. All right. What do you got? Oh, and then I got to roll for Anara too.
You know what?
Natural 20 from her. Lucky. That's exciting.
I mean, she is
Luck.
god of luck.
Yeah. Well, she's not a god.
As soon as
I'll
you
tell
were
her.
like, you just saw, like you looked over your shoulder, you saw the wolf, the sort of the glint of the eyes of the wolf as they were approaching, and she just instantly like draws her bow and turns around to get ready with you, and she's like, so she is ready. All right.
Good 'cause we're
I'm
saved.
not.
Nope.
What did you roll?
8.
Natural 1, baby.
Nice.
Sweet dreams. What's Robbie
All right.
dreaming of?
So Ravi, you're
I don't know,
down
being
here somewhere. Julius, what'd you get?
Pirate prophet with my dad on the seas or some crap, killing people.
Love it.
Okay, I need an allies tab at some point. That's all right. And for the wolves.
For the wolves.
Oh yeah, they're way back.
Roll 4 to see.
Apparently, you were able to get the jump on them there.
How is
Oren,
that
what did you roll?
possible?
What did you roll for initiative?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, and then we'll say that our yes, this will work. Lovely. Got to do one for Anara. All right. So she is up first with a natural 20, so she's going to shoot an arrow at those guys. Where's my other marker? Oh my god. All right, fine. Alrighty. So, she's going to see these two wolves and take a shot at one of them. Wow. Well, natural 20 to a natural 1. So
Highs
that's
and
fantastic.
lows.
Yes. So she will
So
miss
goes
with
the
her.
joys of luck.
She's going to try to take another attack. Can she do that? Can she still spend action points if she rolls a natural 1? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Disadvantage,
Jeez.
but
Yeah, she's at disadvantage. She hasn't moved. She'll spend a second action point to undo that disadvantage. Still not going to matter. Nope, she's not going to do that because it doesn't matter at all. She rolled a 3. She is apparently was ready for this, but then like totally couldn't see them. So she's going to use her last point to sort of maneuver around. Okay, then Orin, you're up. You see these wolves
Are they
coming
charging?
in. Yeah, it looks like they are running. They are running at you guys. They're kind of emboldened.
Shoot, I want to back up a few spaces to be right in front of.
These guys.
God, I don't know if I don't know if I want to do that. I'm torn. I want to
Okay.
protect them. I think just standing my ground.
Okay.
I don't want to get
You're
too
like,
far away from them. I'm gonna stand my
"Come
ground.
on!"
Yeah.
Nice. Yep, you can.
I'm gonna
you can-
throw. I'm gonna throw my net at one of them.
Okay.
I
Great.
have a net. I'm gonna use it.
I'm going to use it. All right,
Damn
so you
straight.
can then you can use that to give them a condition, right? It gives them the restrained condition.
I don't know. I think sure. Yes, it does.
Good.
But I do have to be a little bit farther ahead. I think it says 2/5.
2 spaces to 5 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 max, and it has to be. Yeah, you have to.
Would 5
Otherwise,
be a
if you're
disadvantage?
inside that range, it would be disadvantage if you're less than 2 away. So if it's beyond, so you have to move in a little bit to get close because you're 6 spaces away to the closest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 spaces to this one. To this.
All
one.
right. Okay. So I'll use one of my action points to move up
Okay.
5 spaces to be within 2 spaces. Is that right?
Yes, and then you wouldn't have here. You can be here and get this one,
And then I'll.
or you can be over there.
That's okay. I'll throw my net
Okay.
without
Uh,
disadvantage.
Sounds good. Make a ranged attack.
Is that what that would be?
I think so.
Do I add my attack modifier to it? I don't have
Yes.
ranged. The net doesn't have.
Oh, it was the range is 2
Yeah.
to 5, right?
Mhm.
Essentially, and then if
It
it's
doesn't
outs-
have any damage.
yeah, because I think it just gives them either the restrained or the grappled condition, probably one of the two. Okay, so I think he gets to make I'll say an agility check to try to avoid it. He rolled a 2, so probably doesn't. Unless you're scoring it against their AC, which either way you would have hit him.
Yeah, I had a 16. If I add my attack check, then it would be
his
Physical
defense
save.
rating. Yeah.
Did you make a physical save?
Yes. Well, he failed it pretty badly.
So
yes.
success. Target is restrained until it's freed. And that has no effect on creatures that are formless. A creature can spend 1 AP to make a DC 10 might check to free itself.
Cool. Great. Yeah, you're able to throw a net around this wolf, and he stops in his tracks. He's restrained or just grappled?
Restrained.
Restrained. So
This is pretty
both-
standard city guard kind of stuff.
yeah, like wolves raiding the town.
Yeah.
Like that's
Maybe
a,
his
that's a whole
special skills are net.
could be.
My special skills are net.
You didn't know I had
Julius,
this, did you?
You
Hold
are.
on.
Yes, go ahead.
If if it's still my turn,
It is still your turn. Yes.
I'm going to use the rest of my action points to back up completely to my friends.
Okay.
Run, net.
Is it 5? is my move speed 5? 1 action point for my move speed? Is that how it works?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Okay, cool. And that is my turn.
All right. Great. Then Julius is up. You are
Surprised
so you're not
and-
doing anything. And
and-
can you? I mean, you can't move or anything either, right?
No, I can't spend any action points.
Oh, fair.
And then what was the other one?
You are exposed. So,
Exposed. Yes.
attack checks have advantage against
Oh.
you if they get to you, and you are still essentially you're kind of prone.
Yeah, for this round. Nope, I'm laying there.
All right.
Dude,
then
nice
Robbie
round.
is also
Thanks, man.
surprised as he's
Using
trying
them
to
action
get up.
points. Did great.
Dude, I make the most of my
And
So I rolled
then-
a 1.
Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Wake up,
Oh, then
Robbie.
they're-
Wake
they're
up,
before
Robbie.
you. Great. It's like, guys, 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Oh, Dad.
All right, so they are up before you. And then you do see 2 more run over here.
Solid.
And there's one. Actually, he's over here. So they're all sort of coming off from this.
I don't want to do my algebra homework.
And this does appear to be like you guys are still on. So there's still pockets of this like shadow
Yeah.
black growth.
It's not
That's sort of what is
forever.
over there.
It's not gone forever.
So you see more of that, black sort of stuff on at least in that part of the forest, especially. It's
I'm
very-
seeing a lot of black right now.
Great.
My
so-
eyes are clear eyelids. Yeah.
It's
your eye mask.
And then so those
Yeah,
guys
I brought-
spent
yeah.
their movement getting here. This one's going.
I had like
to-
googly eyes on it, so it looks.
That's the netted one.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's the netted one. Sorry. Thank you.
No, that's
Keep
canon
me
now.
honest.
That's what's happening.
I love it. The Otmar patented eye mask.
Yeah.
Googly eyes.
5, 6. He'll spend another one. He'll spend 2 to get to you.
Oh no, 2.
4. He can get there in 1 move.
Woof.
And they are going to try to attack the 2 of you. So, Ravi,
No,
Oops.
not Robbie.
not Ravi, Oren,
I'm gonna
Stay in there
raise
with
my
them.
shield.
raise your shield.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's a +2.
I reduce the
What do
damage
they ca-
against
Yeah.
me
You reduce damage with your
equal to
shield,
my
right.
shield's PD bonus.
Right, which
Plus
is
2.
+2.
So you get 2 damage reduction, basically.
2 damage reduction. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, he's going to hit you with a 22.
Yep. Heavy damage.
Is that a heavy hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll do an extra. So that's
Spiders
4
all
damage.
over again.
Not afraid to die,
didn't-
Ben.
He didn't run.
Not afraid. That's 4 damage from his as he clamps down on your
So
on your
2.
thigh.
Reduced to 2, or did you already reduce it?
That is not reduced, so reduced to 2. Nice. I added the 1 for the heavy hit.
Okay.
Okay. Fantastic. That's that one, and then 1 on Inara. Rolled a natural 20.
Wolves are going
which-
to do it for you.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
it.
I
which is
succeeded,
that's
Dad.
that's a heavy hit and a critical. So that
Or should I
is
just kind of like go behind her
6.
and
That is 6 points of
just end
damage
it now?
to her. And
I might feel conflicted when I wake up.
yes, sir. All right.
Hold on, let me.
Robbie, come on.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So she this thing just goes for her jugular and clamps onto her neck and shoulder, and then jumps down, and she screams and it hurts. Then Robbie, that is her.
No, my wife!
Oh no, my wife. Robbie, you are surprised this round, so you don't get to do anything either.
So I rolled a 1. Like, am I even awake?
I think you're awake, but you're yeah.
Dazed and confused.
You're just yeah. I think you
I
can
take
do
my,
something.
I take my
next
eye
round.
mask off, and I'm like, what?
Rise,
is-
what? Can we
Oh,
stop making
gosh.
so much noise, please? Come on.
Yeah.
And then I kind of, stumble on the ground and try to get my rapier and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Now we're back at round 2. Anara is up again.
Julius, your cousins are here.
I mean, do you have?
I don't know.
She is going to. She is going to try to get the heck away from this thing. She's going to move back, draw her bow again, or keep going with her bow. This wolf is going to try an opportunity attack with one of his action points. She's going to sort of position herself in front of you guys too. And then she's going to attempt. Well, the wolf's going to try to see if he can. Oh, that's a 1 for the wolf that time. That was pretty lucky. And then she's going to shoot him with an arrow. 2 arrows, as a matter of fact. She 1, 2. That's the last of her actions. Okay. So, wow, she's gonna hit once, which is okay. And that wolf will take a little bit of damage. All right. She says, "Get up! Help, please!" What? Huh? She did not have enough time to wake you guys up. And she wishes she did. All right. Oren, you are up again.
I'm going to slash at this wolf right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to use my longsword. I'm going to power it up.
Power it up.
Do it.
It'll be a power attack, and I feel like there's something else that I'm not remembering. I have to get back. I feel not well oiled right now.
It's all right. We just leveled up too, so it's kind of hard.
Squeeze.
There we go.
Remember all the things.
I think that's.
Oh, I forgot to put the trees out.
I can't squeeze.
We'll just imagine there's a bunch of trees around.
Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it
Power
for now.
attack. You always
Okay.
powered attacked.
I mean, double power attack. I think I can do that.
Yeah, totally. If you have the action points,
All
you
right,
can.
double power attack. I'm gonna attack with my
I mean,
sword.
if you can move 4 times, you can power attack 4 times or 3 times. You know what I mean?
I do.
Was that 14 to hit?
14 will
Wait.
hit.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Unless you spent any points to do the +5.
I didn't. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Sword
No,
attack.
you hit. So
Yeah. Cool. All right.
yeah,
Two.
cool.
Yeah. Cool. 2 points.
No, you
Plus
powered.
one. Plus one.
one.
4.
4 points.
I'm ready to play.
all right.
No, I have.
I'm a
I've-
jeweler.
Isn't that the one with the net? Did it chew
No.
through the
No,
net?
this
Oh,
one's the
that's
net.
okay.
That
Got
one's
you.
been netted.
Yeah.
Netted.
Save it for questioning.
Smart question.
All right. That guy.
You speak its language?
That's Wolf. So he's down to-
And it's like, oh,
Okay. Great. Julius,
Yeah, they're
you
just
can do
hungry.
something now. Hooray!
Oh, cool. I'm going to spend one of
do
my
something, Julius.
movement points to stand up.
One of my movement points.
Or, I'm sorry, an action point to stand up.
That
takes half.
Points!
there's-
How not on do these two on the front lines look?
Inara looks pretty rough. She
All right.
got
You
nailed.
heard the letter. Just saying, that's common knowledge now.
You're
Yeah,
still
but
sleeping.
Yeah, but I don't know
agree.
what
Let
you're.
fates decide.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
True.
So then, yeah, I'm going to step up behind her and use my Angelborn healing mojo
All right.
with an AP.
Nice.
So we'll go ahead and roll that.
Roll to Wook.
Not yet. Oh God. Yeah, so I think I heal her for like 1 point. I'm really bad at being an Angelborn.
He's conflicted for other reasons because these are wolves.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Are these things my brother? And then I will use my last 2 to fire off a Mind Blast at the most injured of the wolf.
Okay. That would be the
one in
one
front
that
of
is
Orin,
on
probably.
Orin.
Sweet. And so then I need to make a spell check against its MD.
Okay.
Indeed.
MD. Yeah.
You will
Mental
very
defense.
likely get it.
Nice. 17.
Absolutely.
21.
Heavy
Yes.
hit, baby. Maybe.
That is a heavy hit. That's a brutal hit.
Brutal hit.
What?
Yeah, wolves ain't got no mind powers.
Brutal.
Brutal hit.
Their AC is 7? Oh, I guess
mental
it's mental.
defense.
Mental
Yeah.
defense is 7.
Preying
At
on
least
their
7.
Poor minds. But now that I know what this does
Or
to
at
people
most 7.
and how
You
they
got a-
die.
You got a 21.
Oh, 11.
Yeah. I mean, it is a
Sorry,
7,
I'm looking
but-
at the 17. Not,
Yeah.
I mean, you're wrong. You're right. It is a 7, but you're doing math
So-
wrong.
1 AP to do it, 1 AP to pump up the damage to 2, and then plus the brutal is another +2, so 4 points.
Yes. 4 points on that. That's enough to kill that wolf.
Nice. Did you mind blast its head
I
off?
was gonna say, yeah. Does it like explode out the back of its head, or like does
Yeah,
it?
it definitely like. It's a little
PTSD?
It's, a little,
Yeah.
it's just like a
Soon?
spurt of blood out of its front nose.
Oh,
Too
great.
soon?
Yeah.
Front nose. It's those back nose.
It's of course. Next time I'll aim for its back nose.
Aim for the back nose.
That was me.
Take his neck pulse.
That was me.
It sure was. And that is wolves are up again. These guys are running in. 5. This one's going to run up to you.
Even with the net, is it just slowed then?
The net one can't move. He can make
Unless
a check, right?
Yeah,
To try to get out.
AP might something
Yeah,
10. I
might.
can't find it again.
It's my finest net.
Indeed.
I think it's a DC 10 check.
Yeah, so that's he makes it barely with a 10. Does that mean he is no longer
I'm fairly certain. Yeah.
restrained? Okay. Well, he can't do anything because it's the end of his turn, right? Before he can do anything else. So this
Wait, what?
one,
What?
I think he has to spend his basically his whole turn. To
No, a
make that
creature
check.
can spend 1 AP to make
Oh.
a DC 10 might check.
Oh, so they
Frees itself for another creature within its reach, dealing 1 slashing damage to the net.
great.
PD is 10,
Okay.
which is the might check. Ends the effect and breaks the net, freeing the creature without harming it.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
it
he
just
can-
takes an AP. And if
gonna
he
move.
fails it, he could do it again. And if he fails it, he could do it again. So it's
yes, and then that's a 1 to get out of the net, 1 to do this, and then he can do another move to run in here. Rawr. And they'll each make an attack on Orin and Julius.
No.
I'm going to
Bad.
hold on.
This one also will close in. Onto Inara.
Am I within a space
Yes.
of?
Of Julius, yeah, we'll say you are.
I am.
We're not really following the grid that way.
Yeah, but I'm within. Okay.
Yeah, these are our actual spaces. This is this guy's space. That's
I'm
this
helping,
guy's
guys.
space. These are big wolves. I mean, these are like large creatures. They are
I'm-
like probably dire wolves.
Or something
I'm
else.
going to raise my shield on myself,
Maybe.
and
Okay.
I'm going to.
Well, one died. It didn't turn into a human or anything, so.
It did not.
and I'm
It
going to.
turned into a big wolf pelt.
Pellet.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm
Wolf
going to.
pellet.
I'm going to raise shield on myself, and also as a shield defender of my fighting style. The wolf that is attacking Julius has -2 to their attack checks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet, man.
Nice. Very cool.
And if that other one is attacking Inara and we're all together, then that wolf also.
That one also has a
I
minus
mean, I don't know really if my shield is covering all 3
2. Let's
of us.
say you have to pick a target.
Yeah,
I
Julius.
guess. All right, Julius.
Thanks, buddy.
Great. So the one on Julius at a
I think
-2
my physicals.
is a
I think these are different.
15 hit you, Julius?
It does.
All right. He still
But
manages
it's,
to get
but it's
through.
not heavy anymore, thanks to you.
Yes. Yes.
You only got part of my shield because I was also using it for myself.
Sure.
So that is. You don't have any damage resistance reduction or anything.
No.
That's 3 points as it clamps down on your fingies.
Ow.
Ow! And then the one on Orin is not going to work. 9. That'll miss. And the one on Inara is going to try again. That one missed as well this time with a 3, which would be a 5. Great. Wolves, ineffectual. Hooray!
No, no, they hit me.
They did hit you. That's true. But only one of the 3 of them hit. Okay, so you are. That's the bad guys. Ravi, you're up. You can do something. You
I
do have
can
to.
do
If you want to get up, you have
something.
to spend an action point. Get up from prone.
Can I cast spells from the ground?
You sure could.
Sick.
I think ranged attacks are at disadvantage if you're prone.
Does say
Good to know.
spell attack. Oh, it's my attack versus a save. So is that disadvantage still? How does that work?
If it's just a save, then it hits automatically.
It says spell attack versus mental save. So it's like an opposed check, is what it seems like.
Yeah. I
Is
think
that would that be disadvantage? It does say spell attack, so
Oh.
Yeah, I see you
Uh,
reverse.
Sure. I just want to make sure that it's actually how that works. If you're prone, spend 2 spaces of movement to stand up. Ending it's just 2 spaces. It's not even a full action point to get up.
so I can still move 3
But it
spaces.
takes
But it's, I mean, yes, it takes a whole action point if I
To
just
move,
move the
yeah.
if I
Correct.
just get up and stand there. It still takes the action point.
Yeah. And you are exposed. You're hindered. Range attacks. You are hindered. You have disadvantage on attack checks. Range attacks are hindered against
hindered?
you. And you are exposed against melee attacks. Yeah. So melee attacks have advantage on you.
Mm-hmm.
Your ranged attacks, you have a disadvantage on attack checks, which includes
Spells.
range and spells. Yeah. Because you're sort of in a
Yeah.
pokey position. Kind of fun.
Holy Votor! Exactly.
You just flipped over.
Yeah.
Went back to bed.
I'm gonna play dead. I'm gonna spend an action point to get up. Can I see who's like of the wolves are the most injured?
The
dead one? Yeah. Okay.
well, the dead one, yeah, for sure. The one on Inara took some damage.
All
Yeah,
right.
This one on Julius looks pretty fresh, and the one on Orin looks pretty fresh. He just got out of a net,
I don't know that.
and he's like pissed. He's like, "I'm coming for you."
I'm gonna go over to the one by Anara, and I'm gonna. So that's 1 AP.
Okay.
Yoink. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna kind of like pretend I'm going behind it, but then kind of like I'm gonna come up underneath it and try to stab it in its little
Feinting attack or something.
front snout.
His front snout.
Yeah.
Take his neck pulse.
So I'm gonna spend a AP and to make a trickery check
Okay.
against insight for the target.
Oh. It has that? It's a wolf? Sure. That's a 1. Nope.
That's not a 1. I got an 11.
This dice.
That's
goes
2
away.
ones.
Yes.
Means you're twice as good.
twice as good.
That's
as,
2 ones. Yeah, that's even better.
even better than 1-1.
It's better. It's got to be better.
Cool.
Than 1.
So now the next attack against the target before the start of your next turn has advantage. So I'm gonna attack it now. So that was that, and then that. Okay. So now I'm gonna attack it with advantage and deals +1 damage. Nice. That's a lot. Well, not a lot, but that's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Will hit, yes.
Sweet. That's 3 piercing damage.
On that wolf.
Correct.
He is not looking good at all.
And that's my turn.
Okay. That is next round. Inara is up. And she is going to reach out and touch somebody. She's going to make a
Wifey, please.
spell attack. Ooh, yeah, she hits that guy. You see like just a gout of flame just shoot from her. I guess she should be at disadvantage for that because she's right next to her. Oh, 19, that's better. So she still gets hits with a dirty 20 on that. And he takes, that wolf is scorched and for a 3 points of damage.
Nice.
She's able to do that. That is her spell. She's going to turn around and do that on the one on. It hit you, Julius, right?
Yes.
She saw that you were injured, so she's going to go after the one on you. She's going to juice that one up with a spell point, mana point. And yeah, there are. And use her last one to give herself advantage on that. Bada booey. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. So that is going to do, and that is that hit a 20. Is it a brutal hit? Yeah, it's a brutal hit plus a critical. So that's 4 extra damage, 7 points of damage, and she smotes another wolf. Just this one.
Jeez.
just like burns him up. That's gonna do it for
Just-
her turn.
Turn over my shoulder. Does it cost an action point to just look over my shoulder
that's
and be
for free.
like, damn.
Damn, damn, girl. Ravi, spell duel, and I'm just kidding. And that's her turn. Orin, you're up. There's one wolf left.
Do we just constantly
Sword
spell do
straight down
Just to get it happen
into the
again.
head of this wolf.
each other just to get.
Striking attack, powered up. What
It's
you
still
doing?
a 15. I rolled a 6 plus 5 to my attack check is 11 plus 4 with my attack check.
Is it 15?
It's a
That'll still hit.
15.
Yep.
Barely.
They're not armored wolves.
So then that does
Heavy
2
armored
plus
wolves. They have
1.
shields attached
That
to
does
both
3
arms.
damage.
They're like the paws.
Attached to their back snout.
3 damage.
Yep.
Great.
That,
Doesn't
that
like
was
it.
a sword attack with a power attack.
Nice. Excellent. You handily injure this wolf. He looks worse for wear. Not great. And Julius, you are up. Unless, Orin, did you have anything else? That was all your points?
It's all my points.
Okay. Julius, you're up.
Cool. I'll use one action point to Mind Blast, and then a second one to give myself advantage, and then I will power it up with 2 extra
Boosh.
damages.
Talk to it. Now's the time to get some answers.
I don't think I speak wolf.
You act like one.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, sometimes.
Does
In the
a
mood strikes.
14? Yeah, I don't know how to control it, man. Does a 14 hit its mental defense?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I don't know if it was a heavy hit or a regular hit, but it will do 3 points of the
There's a
psychic
14.
damage.
That's a heavy hit. So
4 points of
additional-
the psychic damage.
Ooh, that is enough to take it down.
More PTSD.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, these didn't look like shadow wolves, right?
No, they did have.
The neck veins?
No, I mean these were. Inara is sort of nursing her wound, and she says they shouldn't have just run in and attacked us like that. I worry that the Shadow King's presence is still being felt by some of the wildlife, and it is rather odd that they just like charged in to try to attack you maliciously, and they weren't hungry, they weren't like. So, but it seems to be it's affecting the land itself and therefore the denizens of the forest as well. So these wolves are probably.
I mean, do you think
It's still
that,
a dangerous place yet, but
do you think that these are souls of innocent elves that we just took the lives of, or is it?
she doesn't. Yeah, she says I don't believe so.
No,
These
these are
are
innocent
just-
wolves we just took the lives of.
Yeah, these are just creatures of the forest who.
They had red glowing eyes. I don't know how innocent they were.
Yeah, I mean, like
At least it felt like
they're
it.
they're like. I mean, they're maybe like. Just really angry wolves. That's all they are. They're feeling the effects
They're
of
pissed.
So she says the forest is still a dangerous place. We must be on our guard, even as we make this journey through what might be the returning glory of this place. But it is. I think that the Shadow King's presence will reverberate through this place for a while yet. We will do our best to keep each other safe and to purge the land of this taint. Taint.
Has she slept? Like I can do some healing things if she's still
yeah,
beat
she
up,
could
or
use some
she, or
healing.
does
She's
she still
gonna-
have to sleep?
She's gonna trance out.
Yeah, cool. Right, so that'll take care of that.
later, yeah,
most
So
likely.
so she'll get. She'll probably heal up
Okay.
to be okay. But she definitely took a lot of damage from that first attack. She had 4 hit points left.
Hmm.
So, all right.
You're close.
Could have done it.
I guess
She
I'll
says-
stay up for watch now.
No, I probably only would have done 3 damage. So
Yeah, if you're gonna stay up for watch,
I mean, did I get my full rest and we're
yes,
good?
I would
Yeah.
say you will.
I don't think I have any rest points left.
No, you get them back at the end of in the middle of your long rest. Your
Oh, okay.
rest points.
Well, I'll
Mhm.
take one then.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys get your full long rest, and and so Julius will just say like your watch is in the last 2 hours of the
Yeah.
night. She was able to stay.
Mana
up.
points and all.
That's cool. I will.
Mana points and all.
I will attempt to. I don't know. Can I see one of the moons? Both of the moons? Like, are they?
You can see. Yeah, you can see. The moons are further apart than they were last night.
Okay.
Because one moon seems to moves across the sky a little bit faster.
Closer or further away. Sure,
and it's different phases and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'll just spend my watch like contemplating the moon.
Yes.
Which makes me probably a bad watch, but
You're watching the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't
the moon's
anything.
names are Ser and Rala, if that
oh, okay,
helps you. Yeah, the small one is Rala, the large
okay.
one is Ser.
okay.
Grognak all over again.
It's Krognak. You're gonna go to the moon.
Punch
so
the
yeah,
I don't want to punch it though.
And you are
'Cause Sarala. Ser,
Sarala.
Ser and Rala?
yeah, CER, Ser and Rala, RALA. Those are the names of your moons on this planet.
Or your patrons.
Or your patrons.
I don't know, man.
So yeah, Julius is sort of. You're meditating on the moons? Are you reading by the light of the moon?
No, I don't know if my eyes are that good or how bright it is out there. No, I think I'm just like looking at the moon and letting my thoughts wander.
Excellent. Yeah. So you are you are alone with your thoughts for a little bit in the moonlight, keeping a little bit of a watch, but also kind of just night dreaming instead of daydreaming. And you are sort of staring off into space, and you start to see. It feels like the moons are moving back together, as just in the shield of in the fringes of your vision.
No,
as
I
you're
got
sort
you.
of
Yeah.
glancing, and then they sort of overlap and turn into one large moon in your mind.
Oh, okay.
And you suddenly start hearing a melody, a song.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a moon, and the moon starts making like large sways. And
It is a lovely night for a
starts
moon dance. How did you
turning
know?
and rotating, and you are shown a vision of a dancing large furry creature, bright orange with a green ruff of fur erupting from underneath this, and it's dancing in the moon, and it is what looks like a big brightly colored bear standing up on its hind legs and dancing in the moon.
in the moonlight.
Okay.
And
These Inara drugs are awesome.
these Inara drugs are awesome, and you
your
feel, and this dancing bear appears to you and looks down and holds out its large furry paws, and it asks you to join the dance, man.
Well, who am I to say no to the large dancing furry bear from the moon? I will grab its paws.
Great. As you grab its paws, you feel yourself lifted up into the sky, and you feel yourself surging with energy, and this music fills you, and you have never felt so fulfilled, man. Like you're just in the groove, baby, and it feels good, and you are just grateful to be there with this dancing bear, and you feel this, and it sort of liquefies and sort of engulfs you in its bright orange fur, and Suddenly, you see a face in the moon behind you where the bear was standing, and it sort of smiles at you. And you feel like this bear you sort of like it engulfs you, and it sort of settles in your chest, and you feel warm and fuzzy.
Aw.
And you feel like this bear, you could see him again if you wanted to.
Oh, cool.
And that sort of feels like a thing that you would be able to call on if you needed to get a moon dance going again,
If I need to
right?
moon dance.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And then suddenly you wake up, you open your eyes, the moons are back where they were, with Rala sort of off to the west, further west.
Your
and
friends in a bloody mess.
then- your friends that are bloody
Carnage
mess.
everywhere. Like, wow,
Yeah.
I taste iron.
Taste blood. Yeah, you just sort of seems like you maybe
Zoned out. Yeah.
dozed off, had a
Great.
very vivid, weird dream about
Sweet.
a dancing orange bear.
Sweet. I love dancing orange bears. That's awesome. I was actually just thinking as I was like we were waking up, I was like, I wonder if Julius has a teddy bear. I feel like Julius probably has a teddy bear.
He probably
But
had
now I
a
do.
Does now.
with him. Yeah. So you have now harnessed the ability to summon your weir form, which
Oh.
is a giant orange bear,
Okay.
a weir bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
big
I look-
green furry ruff.
I look forward to all of that.
Yeah. Great.
Where's that in the monster manual?
We're making it up.
Yeah.
Awesome. And with that, the rest of the evening, the rest of your watch passes uneventfully. And you all
Who's
wake
gonna
up
mess with a
the
big
next
orange
morning.
bear?
We'll see.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see tomorrow.
We don't know this happened.
No.
Yeah. Fair enough. So the next day continues. You guys are around camp, and you are packing up to continue the journey. Inara is looking much better. She seems to have cast a little healing magic on herself as well. And you guys are getting ready to continue on the journey back towards Gold Point.
Julius, you look like you have a little spring in your step this morning.
Yeah, no, it was super cool, man. I had this awesome, I met a new friend last night. This awesome
middle
dancing
of the
bear in the moon. Yeah, no, it was in the moon. It was a dancing bear. It was great. It was great. I just feel really good.
Oh, maybe you actually need more rest.
No, I feel great. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I made a good friend. I don't know what its name is yet, but I'm sure I'll see it again.
All right. Okay. Good check. Good checking in.
Yeah, good chat.
Is
Yeah,
this kind
cool.
of group
Thanks.
today?
Yeah.
Is this group
Are
already?
you holding the fork?
I'm not, but if you want it, you can have it.
Fork.
Where's
brought
the
it, though.
talking fork?
I mean, I have it. I have it
I
on my
don't-
inventory. Group fork.
I don't want it. The group fork.
Group fork.
Not the fork itself doesn't talk. I don't think.
Not yet,
Forkins group.
but maybe.
Today,
That's
as we
not weird
journey
at all.
out, I'd probably hang back a little bit with Julius since he wasn't keeping up as much, and just kind of keeping an extra watch. Like if he was lagging behind, I'd be behind him, even though I could be faster if I wanted to be. I'm
Noted.
My goal is to not leave him behind, so I'd be behind him, going at his pace.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of just lost in the clouds. I don't know.
We got to turn.
It's just
Julius, down. The trail.
Humming.
The path is this way.
humming a tune. Oh yeah, cool. But super happy.
I'll just keep pointing out
Yeah, great.
just leading him left.
Yeah. Nope.
Stop. Okay.
Great. And
Red
as
light.
yeah, so anybody else doing anything on the journey, on a rest? You need any more letters you want to read out loud? Anything like that?
Are you hiding
No,
any
we're
other
good.
letters
We're
from
good.
us? Or
I mean,
Nice.
I don't think we're in a discreet enough position. I'm interested in how Ravi's taking that, and if he's planning on doing anything. I don't think, well, internally, I'm wondering these things, but I don't feel like I could approach Ravi to talk about this stuff with Inara around.
Right.
Do you want me to ask him in my mind? We could have a mind conversation about it.
Mind.
Yeah, I'm fine talking to you about it. Well, if we're lagging behind,
Yeah.
well, like, yeah. Well, what do you think we should? Do you think Ravi's gonna do it? Do you think we should do it?
I mean, I don't think I'm not
I don't
going
think.
to kill this woman,
I don't think so either.
me personally. But I mean, he can do what he wants to do.
That puts us in a position, though, too. You realize?
That puts you in a position, Mr. Babysitter Bodyguard.
I mean, you're here too.
True. But
Sharon, in
mean-
the light of Votor,
yeah, Votor definitely does not condone murder of people.
Where do you think Ravi stands?
I don't know. Why don't we ask him?
I can't with a.
Well, I can't. I'll go talk to his mind. Fine, come on. And I will go get within telepathy mind distance and be like, Ravi, are you going to kill her? I don't know. Orin wants to know. You can answer back in my mind, too. Like, you don't have to say anything.
He's reading the letters again. He's just like, hey, what you doing there, buddy? Just kidding.
Hey, friend. What you doing,
All
guy?
right, I am going to need a couple of
I don't
things as
know,
we make
man.
our way through today. Let's make well, she's going to make a survival check for us because she's definitely sort of
She's leading the way.
Yep, you guys are still on what seems to be a path. And then I need everyone to. She sort of holds up at one point during the day and sort of like, stop, military style. Like,
I recognize these symbols. Yeah.
yeah. So she
Stop.
that means halt. That means halt. Yeah. So she
Cool.
says. She says, where we head next is both a sacred but also a very dangerous part of the forest. There are restless things at work, and I fear that they may be even more on edge since the departure of the Shadow King. How careful can you all be navigating through these woods? I'm gonna need everyone to make a stealth check
As careful as I can,
as
ma'am.
we pass through this darkened shadow area of this.
who
You see-
looks-
you have
Who
disadvantage.
looks the least? Well, in that case, I will. I
because of
will
heavy armor?
Yeah.
hit you with some guidance, and so like a little, I don't know, faint moonlight will just come sort of surround you, and you get a help die for this roll.
Do I feel that in my necklace at all? If it's like moonlight?
I mean, you feel the magical energy, sort of like,
Okay.
yeah, swirls. It sparkles a little bit more around your necklace, maybe like around your chest area, if it's like tucked away.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Make some stealth checks.
Disadvantage though, right?
I think so. With
Heavy
Heavy
armor.
Heavy armor, yeah.
get to add a D8.
Oh, a D8 I get to
Yeah,
add with it?
yeah,
Oh, I added a D4. Worse.
Somehow worse. Bigger dice, worse result.
Never mind.
Fantastic.
I got an
Okay, so you guys are making your way. You're trying to be as quiet as
9.
you can. You see through the foliage and the darkness and
9.
the darkness. You see there's a little more black lichen growth on the forest floor here. Not nearly as bad as it was when you first entered the forest, but it's still present. And it seems to be concentrating as you're sort of seeing through the forest into a clearing. There seems to be a small stone ziggurat sort of sticking out of this section, this clearing in the forest, and it looks just absolutely like a mausoleum or some type of crypt or something like that. It's a small, like a ziggurat building, maybe 15 feet tall, not huge, but there are 2 doors, and they are barred with a large steel like bar, like just locked in front of this thing. And you, as you're going by, you all sort of navigate around these, the roots and stuff have sort of grown up around this area and this mausoleum, but the road goes right through it. Like, there's sort of like these long, what are those things called? The Washington Monument? The
Obelisks?
Obelisks, yeah. There's like obelisks sort of lining this thing, and you have to go right around it. And as you're approaching and within range of the obelisk, Orin trips on what is the stump of another obelisk that has long since fallen to ruin, and clatters to the ground. And you hear behind the doors of this mausoleum, you hear everyone just freezes for a moment, and you're like, Ach! And suddenly you hear a dry sort of rasping snort, like, and you hear behind the doors, you see them, a little dust from outside, a little more dust. The bar shakes. The doors burst open through this 2-foot piece of steel barring the way, and in front of this ziggurat, followed by a group of man-sized skeletons, is a giant minotaur skeleton busting out of and charging at you and running straight down the barrel.